be great, baby. It's gonna be great. right, here we go. Big ass hat over there.
Proud of them, proud of the things we were able to accomplish. I mean, previous 2 years, you go undefeated in the regular season, get knocked out of the semifinals, and then these guys go 5-5, and obviously hear a whole bunch of noise about it. Could have very easily gave in to adversity. They found a way to play their best football towards the end of the season, and we make a run and make it to the Superdome for the first time since 1989. So I can't tell you, I can't express how proud I am of these guys. I hurt for them. You know, obviously everything these guys, there's other guys out there. I think we have 5 guys that have been 4-year starters for us. One of which is Clayton. Torey started for us in different spots, just not as a tailback. The other guys that aren't here, but man, they were great years for us and brought us through those tough times and brought us all the way. I wanted to go out with them and see them have the ultimate success and have that ultimate feeling. But I'm very proud of them. Just disappointed for them.
My career here at Brother Martin's been amazing for me. Really speechless how we got to get 5-5. My senior year, my brother, he wasn't able to take this chance. Carry on bad classes before us, and he was really good for us to get this opportunity. I think after we can play with these guys, and grow up in a lot of them.
Yeah, and I was just thinking about things on the way back. We were never really able to get into a rhythm. I think it was the second drive we put together a good drive, and then we were not able to capitalize there. What we started to see was that we had a limited amount of possession. So we started to get nervous. They were moving the football. We were struggling with getting them off the field. So at the end of the half, we tried to press a little bit. Curtis did a good job of what any good football team does. They didn't allow us to do what we do best. We're a big RPO road team. They took our RPOs away. We thought we had some good stuff coming in. We really weren't able to get to it. You know, we kind of fell behind, and offensively, we really didn't have a whole bunch of opportunities in the first half. And then I'll take the credit for kind of pressing too much. You know, hey, we need to go after him. Probably should have been, believe it or not, a little bit more patient. Then I think we would have been in a better spot coming out of the second half. You know, but you know, I told our offensive coordinator, hey, let's go. We're gonna have a limited amount of possessions. Kind of hoping, you know, it felt like we could catch lightning in a bottle like we did last week. You know, we had, I think, what was it, 11, I think, offensive plays last week. 10 in the first half, and then we had 29 total plays in the whole game. But we were going, and our RPOs kind of came together. We kind of called lightning in the bottle. We thought that could happen. That's why I started to push. And, you know, then we got behind a little bit too much in that first half. We were never able to get into a rhythm and do what we do best. So yeah, you have to give credit to Terry first in their defensive scheme.
Question.
I hate to be right in what I said. You know, when it comes down to situational football, they were better in situational football. I think the beginning part of the game, both teams moved it. You know, but they were better both offense and defense in situational football, which is what this game versus Carson, whenever whoever plays Carson, what it really comes down to. So you have to give them credit. You know, they had a great plan. They executed their plan, and so you have to give them credit.
Question.
First, a comment and a question. I couldn't help but notice you had your team lined up. The way your players handle themselves in the postgame, to me, too, is a lot of class, and that's a testament to you. I want to congratulate all of you on the season you've had. But I want to take you back on the trip in the playoffs in round one. You know, we're in Woodlawn down 20. At that point, did you realize, when y'all came back that night, did you realize that there's a real possibility in the game?
I've been telling these guys since the beginning of the season that they had a chance to be very special. You know, and it really was. We knew we would struggle a little bit. We set our schedule the way we did because we wanted to be challenged. We wanted to be battle tested in the playoffs. We didn't expect the playoff format to change, you know, so we got a little nervous when it did, you know. But then we're battle tested. We made it to the playoffs. Everybody started to get healthy, including Torey. We had a whole bunch of guys that were banged up, and you know, when you get to the playoffs, we were battle tested. Everything started. All the things that we did, we're trying to find what was best for our team. We knew our defense would be strong all year because we had those returning guys there. Offensively, we knew we were going to struggle early, but to me, it's a testament to teams and organizations, whatever it may be, that are process-oriented. You know, it's really easy when things aren't going your way or the way that you want right away, or when you're not getting instant gratification for you to sit there and wholesale change what you do. To me, the ones that are successful over a long period of time are the ones that are process-oriented. And so to me, man, it's easy for an adult to say that, okay? But to me, what makes these guys special is the fact that 5 and 5, and you can imagine the noise, okay, that's going on, you know, in the community, whatever, that these guys have to hear. And for them to buckle down and really buy into our creed, buy into our culture, and understand, hey, as long as you stay the course, you know, things are eventually going to go well. I think that's what's important to that for me. Obviously, we're going to walk away successful tonight, but I know this as you know, and I tell them this all the time, as disappointing as it is tonight, the mindset that these guys, the mindset that the 117 guys on our team took, once they graduate across our stage, I know this. I know that these guys will be very successful in life because of their mindset and because of, you know, the things that they've gone through, you know, in life and the things that they've presented.
Question. Get a chance to play in the dome if you did tonight.
I mean, it took a lot because you hear from the outside, no one really thinks you can do it, finishing 5 and 5. And I mean, we really had to work as a team, and in the beginning of the playoff, we played Woodlawn, we really caught a spark, and then everybody really bought in and started believing in the thing, and we made a run. We're definitely making it this year. Like we're going.
Question.
To follow up with that for you guys at the end, what has it meant to just get this team back to a state championship, just for the program as a whole,
can't speak on the experiences of them, but me coming into the season, I didn't buy into the process, I want to say, but throughout the season, the seniors like Clayton and Toy and my coaches helping me, they really believe in me, so it helped a lot. So us making it to the championship at least helps build the foundation for the people who come after us, and for next year, it's gonna teach people that the way we do things really works. So the faster you buy in, the faster the results come, the better you are as a team.
Final question.
And they made it. How they defended us. They made us one-dimensional. Obviously, we're our best when we're able to either throw the ball to Clayton and give the ball to Torey, but they just did a good job of making us one-dimensional. But like we pressed. I caused us to press. I'm going to take full responsibility for that. We weren't really able to get into a rhythm offensively. So that's credit to them. That's all I can say. They did a really good job with the defensive scheme, but executing that scheme. And so like I said, that's all to those guys.
I want to thank the coaching staff and all the players before us that set a standard we look up to, and the amount of time that all these coaches and they stay until who knows in the morning, game plan, doing all the stuff that no one sees behind doors. It's really just very, very thankful.
Coaches and all the players that we have, a big player for me was Ronald Johnson. He helped me throughout the year to help me become the player that I am right now, the player that I will become because of the people and the coaches that I have and the way they believe in me. They put a lot of effort into their players. They really love them. It's not just a sport for them. So I'm just glad I have people around me to help me in my life. I just want to be grateful for that.
I'm just grateful for the team. Obviously, first God, none of this would be possible without him. The coaching staff, like Clayton was saying, they do a lot of things unseen, and they really deserve a lot of credit. I think the defense really deserves a lot of credit throughout this whole season because they haven't been getting as much credit as the offense. Because you see the touchdown, the Torey score, the play, touchdown, like they really deserve a lot of credit. And I think we're going to be a great team next year too. Don't sleep on us next year.
Final word, Coach.
Just it's easy. We always go back and pray after all our games. So we'll go do that. It's a great tradition. And always before we start, we always sit there and say, hey, it doesn't matter, win or lose, we're blessed. And it's easy to say those things. Hey, we're blessed. Or God is good. It's easy to say that when you win a game, And our guys, and I want to say this: we are blessed. I'm blessed. God is good. I'm blessed to be coaching Brother Martin High School at a great institution. I'm blessed to have coached, these guys for 5 years. I feel as disappointed as I am. I'm disappointed for these guys because they're like their kids. I mean, you're with them. They probably spend more time. They do. They spend more time with us than they do their families when they're in high school. And I love them. They're great to my kids. My kids think of them. My twin girls think of them as their big brothers. This is family, And I'm just blessed. Wish we could have brought it home for our community. Wish we could have brought it home for Brother Martin. But at the end of the day, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of all of our young men. And I'm just truly, God's good because I'm here. Coaching these guys, coaching, doing something that I love around guys that I love. So that's it.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
I'm really proud that two teams out of our district were competing for a state championship. It says a lot about our league. It says a lot about the quality of the coaching and the quality of the young men that play on really all of the teams. And since we've joined the league several years back, it has really been a pleasure to be a part of it. And I know that it's is that players make plays, and that's what happened on that long drive. We had several situations where Dagan was able to check us out of some bad situations and into some better ones. I thought the backs ran hard, the offensive line gave us a chance with blocks. As you saw, there were no big long runs. It was just consistent football of being physical up front and the backs running with a lot of physicality. And that certainly was, I thought, a big part of the game, especially in the first half. I was, very concerned. I told the players at halftime that this is exactly the same position they were in against Cameron Grove a week ago, and came roaring back, as you know, and won the game. And I thought our defense did a tremendous job of responding to that ball game.
Question. Change plays and everything else that was executed well.
Yeah, well, our offensive line, they've been doing great all year. We just have great trust in them. And the running backs run hard every game. And also our receivers even, they take great pride in blocking on the outside. So, when we have long drives, we know we have to push, and not every play is going to be a big play like we want it to be. But we just kind of keep on fighting and just do what we did today.
How difficult is it to face a team twice when you're facing them in the regular season and then in the state championship, making sure the guys are ready to not overlook this team when you've already beat them?
Well, I thought they made tremendous progress as a team. Look, everybody saw the car game. I mean, it was a punch in the mouth, to use a football term. And what I thought was our football team responded positively, not negatively, and I credit our coaches with that, for taking a situation that was certainly not what we wanted it to be, and try to turn it into something positive. And I think it allowed our team to grow. I think they grew closer together as a unit, number one, and number two, I thought that they grew as a football team. And I can't tell you, you probably saw there were several key players tonight that we had lost through injury. Certainly Jordan Smith, our quarterback, and Bryce Jenkins, one of our offensive linemen, and several other young men. And we just rallied together as a group and continue to work hard. And way too much credit when you lose too, all right? But by the same token, those guys really, I thought, coached our team from a very positive perspective. And I thought it paid off. I thought that they responded very positively.
What changed as the season progressed that you guys were able to make it to this point and win the state title ultimately?
You mean as the season progressed?
Yes, sir.
I really and truly, we played such a competitive schedule. We went to Zachary and played in Zachary's backyard, and look, that's a chore. And even though the score looked a little more lopsided, we thought it was a little more lopsided than what it really was, because we moved the ball pretty effectively. We had some good defensive series, and then we went right behind that and went to Mississippi and played a really good football team, Hattiesburg, Oak Grove. And I think the competition that we played really helped us as a team grow. And of course, our district. Every week in our district is going to be competitive. And we were fortunate enough that continue to grow as a football team, both offensively, defensively. Our kicking game continued to improve. I thought our kicking game was huge tonight in flipping field positions. I just think the competitive schedule and the positive attitude that was developed through that schedule really got us to this point.
Question.
Coach, final stats has your defense holding Broadmoor to 111 total yards. Just kind of describe what the defense was able to do all game. Especially, Torey Lambert had a phenomenal postseason coming into tonight's game, and you held in and you held the other guys in check. Just describe what the defense was able to do to shut them down like you did.
Well, certainly Torey got our attention. Let me say that to you. He certainly got our attention in terms of coming into this game, And again, I thought our defensive coaches did a great job of keeping us balanced defensively. Because being able to take Leonardo and put him at the receiver opened up another whole dimension. And I got to give a tremendous amount of credit to the way our guys responded and executed the plan that we had. And again, I'm only as good, and the coaches are only as good as the players on the field and execute what we ask them to do. And certainly, this was one of our better defensive efforts, especially in the state championship game.
And it seemed like the guys' game was really good coming together. Can you tell me about it?
Yes, sir. We've been good at it all year, basketball, and just trusting those receivers. We know we have some very good weapons at receivers, and great play calls. Some of it's just play calling. They're wide open, so just gotta get the ball to the playmakers and let them do the rest.
I thought our passing game, a lot of people don't think we can throw. We throw. We work diligently on throwing the football. And I got to tell you that Mike did a great job of running routes. We've had big plays all through the playoffs against Catholic. We had the big play action pass that we had, and the play action game has been very effective for us, and that's because of how we run the football. And a lot of people call it old time. I call it innovative and new, because to stop the option, you have to get people involved in the secondary, and that can open up some things for you that give you an opportunity for big plays. And it's really happened like that for us through the playoffs.
All right, Coach, I'm going to give your players the opportunity, if they choose, to have a final comment to your coach, if you like.
You're first.
Yeah, I just want to thank him for everything he's done for us, and really all the coaches. They put in great game plans, and they work just as hard, if not harder than us, and kind of goes unnoticed. And I'm just thankful for the opportunity to play today.
You're right.
I'd like to thank Coach JT for putting us through everything. Without him, we wouldn't be over here right now. All the hard work, 3 days of camp, spring, hot, we never wanted to quit.
I would like to thank Coach JT and Coach Leon and the rest of the coaching staff. I was kind of like a hard nutshell to crack. I always argue with the coaches, but at one point I just let them coach me, and everything was good after that. And I just want to thank them for getting me to this point and giving me a chance to go to the state championship.
One of my favorite coaches, Coach JT and Coach Matt, they really have trusted me to catch the ball. And everybody says that we can't pass the ball, but me and Mike take dangerous weapons left and right, and they just have a lot of trust in us, and I appreciate them. And they helped us get to the state championship.
Coach Curtis, you have the final word.
Oh, just, I get this question all the time. Does this ever get old? I'll tell you a Jim Moore story quickly. Years ago, when Jim was coaching one day, we were at an event, and we were talking, and he said, "Does it ever get old winning?" And then he stopped and said, "Would you please forgive me for being stupid?" He said, "No, it never does." And it doesn't, because you deal with these young men and the way they perform year to year. It's their team. They took control of it. They had their own personality, and as a result, they were able to have this kind of success. Anybody else? Good. Thank you all very much.
Congratulations.
We appreciate it. I'm getting way to go.
Hey, on the bus, ready to go.